friends, welcome back to She's in Her Apron. I am so glad you're here because today I'm in my apron and I'm going to be meal planning for the next couple of weeks. And also today I'm going to be sharing with you a meal that we had the other night. I found a really yummy rub recipe here on YouTube that completely intrigued Derek and I, so I made up the rub and we had country style ribs, rice pilaf, and a salad. So I'm going to share that meal with you and end with that. What I do, and which I have shared with you over the years, is how I shop my shelves. So I'll go take a look in my pantry, my refrigerator, and my freezers, and I'll jot down the proteins that I have that I could create meals with. And then I use my food storage room in my pantry to grab all those other ingredients, and then I write down a list of things that I need to purchase for the recipes, and then head out and go shopping. Today's video, I'm actually collaborating with Brittany from Pennies into Pearls. She's got a great channel, you guys. She focuses on strengthening families one home at a time. She gives tips for making everyday family life easier so you can spend more time having fun together. She has a meal planning membership that she shares her family's meal plan and grocery lists every month. She really is like the queen of menu planning. Her tips are so good to help you on a budget as well. So I definitely encourage you to go visit Brittany's channel and watch her video. And if you are new and from Brittany's channel, hello, so glad you're here. I would love for you to join our family. Please subscribe so you never miss the fun. Today I'm going to be using my She's in Her Apron planner to help me menu plan for the next few weeks. In here, I actually have a section to help with menu planning. So this is the meal planning section in my planner. We have a section on shop your shelves and a page for menu planning and meal ideas. So in this section here, which we're going to go through together, we're going to write some things that are in our freezer, our fridge, pantry, and any freezer meals we have in our freezer that we would like to use up this month. Now I'm not going to go in and write everything that we have. I just want to write what I want to use up before it spoils so that it's in here. Then I'm going to come over here to this section and we're going to jot down all the ideas for breakfast, lunch, dinner, and side dish. We're going to jot them all here. And then if we need anything for a specific recipe, we're going to put the ingredients here. So then when I go to menu plan, when I'm planning my next week, I can pull from that brain dump list and just add our meals to the menu section of our weekly spread in the planner. I have two refrigerators, this main one in my kitchen and then in our food storage room as well. I do have a pork roast. I bought two of them together. I have one in the freezer and this is getting used this week. Actually, this is getting cooked up tomorrow. It is my Pintober pork roast recipe. I'll have it linked below. It's one of our favorites. You guys love it. All of you that have been around for years, you love that. So I know I'm cooking it tomorrow, but let's just get it down in here. For my fridge inventory, we have a pork roast. Even though I'm using it tomorrow, it should be fun to cross that off, right? There is salsa. There is a recipe that I need the salsa for in there, so I need to use up that salsa before it goes bad. Now, I do notice that I have 3 jars of barbecue sauce, so I need to use those. I do know that I have some roasts, I have some chicken that I could use that up for, but we need to use them. So I'm putting barbecue sauce on my list here. I have sour cream that we need to use up. Last night we pulled out one of our freezer meals. It was the barbecue chicken drumsticks. I am running low on freezer meals, so I need to make more. So these are leftovers. So I'm actually having this for dinner tonight. I have the whole house to myself. No one is home. So what am I gonna do tonight? I'm gonna menu plan and clean. This is Jonah's burrito from his work. Would he kill me if I ate it? Probably. Chicken thighs here. Skin on chicken thighs that are for a recipe, but I am gonna write it down. Sometimes life gets crazy and you don't get to cooking things. And I wanna make sure that when I refer to this often and see it in here, if it's not gonna be made quickly for a recipe, it's gotta go in the freezer. Bag it up, put it in the freezer. All right, I have bacon, lettuce, green peppers in here, and a lot in my other refrigerator. The ones in the other refrigerator need to be used up. So I do want to do some freezer meals. I'm going to put green peppers here. Over on my dinner section, I'm going to write meatloaf, and I'm going to write sloppy joes, and I'm going to make those into freezer meals so I can use up my green peppers. Nothing goes to waste. I have apples in here that need to get used up. They weren't eaten fast enough. So there's some here, and they're a little softer. So what I'm going to do, I'm just gonna write it as a side dish. I'm gonna write applesauce. And then I have another bag on the counter. I actually have two, and one of them I wanna make a apple crisp, and the other ones are new that I just bought at Macy's, and they are Honey Crisp apples, and they were on sale, get this, for $1.47, or was it $1.49? Are you kidding me? Yeah, I snagged a bag. We've been snacking on those. So we're gonna use up these apples, so I have slow cooker applesauce and an apple crisp. I bought brand new bacon. These are more for breakfasts, and then I have on our on-the-go breakfast. These are for like our BLT sandwiches. Those go quickly. Jonah has been craving corn chowder, so I'm gonna write corn chowder. I actually want to do a breakfast casserole, so I'm gonna write that here, and that way I could use up those green onions as well. So I'm gonna do a breakfast casserole. We haven't done that in a while, and that just sounds so good. We have our ham sandwiches. We have hot dogs, cheese, lots of butter. All right, we got lots of cheese for grilled cheese sandwiches. Yep. All right, let's check out the freezer. I have some cheese that needs to get used up in here. I actually want to make some pizza kits. So I'm gonna write here pizza and then parentheses kits. So that will be a lunch for sure. All right, so that's this cheese that needs to get used up. I do have a couple of freezer meals that we need to use up. Like this one here. So this is teriyaki chicken breast. So I'm gonna do a stir fry with this. So I'm just gonna put FM for freezer meal, teriyaki chicken. So I need to do that. We gotta use that up. All right, I bought shrimp a few weeks back, so we're gonna have shrimp tacos. And I have a cabbage in the other refrigerator, so I can chop that up and use it for the slaw on it. So I'm gonna put here shrimp tacos. For dessert, I did buy some frozen peaches. Let's see, freezer, I'm gonna put peaches. So there is a peach cobbler I wanna make. Two different kinds that I'm gonna be sharing with you. I've got another freezer meal that we need to use up. If you guys remember this, the zesty Italian flank steak. So we have all that romaine in the fridge that we can make a steak salad with. I have the cucumbers, and so I will write that down as part of the freezer meal here. Italian flank steak. We got a good start here. So we're in the second fridge. I have 2 ricotta cheeses, and I'm actually doing some lasagnas with those that I'll be sharing with you. Asparagus. Bought 2 big bags of Mexican style cheese at Costco. I have in this freezer right here some scones to use up. So I'm gonna put down here some Navajo tacos. I think I've done a full video on that for you guys. I'll have a bunch of links down below. All right, lots of eggs, we're good there. More mozzarella cheese. I have celery and carrots. And here are the peppers right down here I need to use up. And this is another backup freezer here. So what I'm gonna be doing with one of the dinners, I have some butternut squash. This is the last one that we have. So we're gonna use that up. And I'll write that down in my freezer section. This is a, is this it? Ham hock. This is a ham hock. I am going to be making split pea soup. And then I also have in here some chicken that needs to get used up. So these are chicken tenderloins. All right, so I'm going to write that down. How am I getting this dirty? How is this happening? I'm getting my planner dirty. Dun dun dun. There's a lot going on in here. All right, we've got burgers. So that could be for lunch or dinner, but I'm gonna put burgers down, which means I'm gonna need to get some hamburger buns because I'm out. So there's my shopping list here, so I could go up right ahead and write that down on this section here, hamburger buns. Lots of frozen broccoli. I have quite a few recipes to share with you guys. So that will be used up this week. So here are those scones right here I need to use up. All right, I've got frozen Brussels sprouts. Let's use that as a side dish. I have chicken enchilada soup right here for a freezer meal. Do you see that right there? So that is another soup that we can have in the next few weeks. So chicken enchilada soup. Stir-fried veggies right here. So with that chicken, that teriyaki chicken, we're good. I don't need to get stir-fried vegetables. We have that. Our cow is coming in probably a month, which is great because I am running super low on ground beef. Like usually that drawer is chock full. So I have plenty in here for tacos this week, and my sloppy joes and the meatloaf. So that will get used up. 2 bags of frozen meatballs. So we are going to do sweet and sour meatballs. And I have mini peppers in the other fridge. We'll use those for that. Over here on the door, I have beef stew meat, and let's shut this. And there's a few recipes we're gonna use that for. I have 2 slow cook recipes I'm gonna be bringing to you that we're gonna use 2 of those up. So let's actually go look at the recipes, and I'll see what I have on the shelves and share with you, and then we'll write down what do I need to pick up at the store to finish those recipes. In here I have some recipes tabbed in the A Lot of Crock cookbook. I will find a link for you down below, probably an Amazon link. Italian chicken and potatoes. You're gonna see soon, I just cooked that up so good. Okay, we're gonna do salsa mushroom chicken because I have that salsa in the refrigerator that I need to use up, and that is about 2 cups. 1 can mushroom soup, got it, and 2 pounds chicken boneless and skinless breasts or thighs. I can actually use those tenderloins. All right, I'm gonna write right here, salsa mushroom chicken. And then in here, herbed chicken and red potatoes. The chicken thighs that I have in the main refrigerator for the herbed chicken and red potatoes, because it calls for legs and thighs are great, they said, so we'll do the thighs for that. So herbed chicken. I'm gonna put red potatoes as a side dish here. Let's check out Sandra Lee's cookbook. I already have them tabbed. This looks so good. I mean, hi. Chicken with new potatoes and spinach. You need 1.5 pounds boneless, skinless chicken breast halves. I do need chicken breast. I am out of chicken breast, so I'm gonna write that on my shopping list. Black pepper, salt, small red potatoes. I have red potatoes. I might need to get more. I'm gonna put a question mark next to my red potato right there. 2 bags of fresh baby spinach. I have that. I have the lots of frozen spinach, so I'm good there. They asked for frozen chopped onion, but I'm not gonna use that. I have regular onion, which will work out beautifully. A can of condensed cream of celery soup. Got it. All right, so all for this recipe, I need to get some chicken breasts and maybe some more red potatoes. Want to try some new beef stews. We love ours. Ours is our favorite, but we want to branch out and try some new ones. This is 5-spice beef stew. So I'm going to write that here. You need 2 pounds beef stew meat cut into 1-inch pieces. I got plenty of beef stew meat in my freezer, so I'm good there. A pound of baby carrots. I have baby carrots. Awesome. 2 cans of diced tomatoes with onion and garlic. I've got tons of diced tomatoes. We can add extra onion and garlic in. Not a big deal. 3/4 cup reduced beef broth. I have beef broth. 5 spice powder. I actually have that, which is amazing. And potatoes to make mashed potatoes, and I have that as well. All right, I got everything for that recipe. This is creamy chicken with broccoli shells. I do have 1 box of shells in my food storage room, and I have had a hard time finding the big jumbo shells in the stores. Are you guys noticing this too? I'm noticing it here, so I don't know what's up with that. I have ricotta cheese, we're good. 1 cup of cooked chicken chopped. All right, so if I get chicken breasts, I'll just make sure we get enough. All right, and then I have mozzarella cheese, Italian seasoning, we're good. Roasted garlic Alfredo pasta sauce. I actually have that, so I'm pretty sure. We'll check the food room in a minute. All right, and then another one I have tagged piqued my interest, and it is this potted lasagna. Doesn't that picture look so good? Oh, that looks so good. Okay, so for this frozen chopped spinach, I have enough for that. I've got like, I don't know how many bags, but we have enough for all these recipes. A pound of uncooked ground turkey. I do need that. So I'll put 1 pound ground turkey. 4 cheese Alfredo pasta sauce. I think I have enough. We will double check. I've got a couple of recipes that want that, so we'll check that as well. No boil lasagna sheets. Interesting. I've got lasagna noodles. Not sure what the difference is, but I'll check and see what I have. And shredded mozzarella cheese. Got it. All right, so I have everything I want to use up here in the fridge, freezer, and my freezer meals. I have some things for breakfast, lunch, dinner, side dish, and my shopping list. I'm gonna go take a gander in my food storage room and see if there's anything I need to use, and I'll show you what we have for these recipes. Let's check the Alfredo sauce situation. I have lots of it. I have creamy Alfredo, roasted garlic, 4 cheese, garlic Alfredo. I mean, I know they said 4 cheese, but I have 1 and roasted garlic. So I'm not gonna put, I have lots of Alfredo. I'm not gonna put Alfredo on my list. So no, and one of the recipes called for a jar of pesto, and I already have that, so I don't need to put that on my list. All right, so do have 1 jumbo pasta shell, but I have not seen them on the shelves. I don't know what the deal is. All right. I do have, all the other lasagna noodles are oven ready. I mean, are normal. Oh, wait, I got another one. I have 2. All right, well, I have 3 regular lasagnas and 2 oven ready. So we'll use that for that recipe. So I have cream of mushroom soup that we'll use for that other recipe, and I have plenty of cream of celeries for the other one. And then for the corn chowder, we'll be using more cream of mushroom soup that I have back here. One with the recipe called for canned diced tomatoes with like onions and garlic. I don't have that. I just have regular diced tomatoes, but I can just add some more onion and garlic to the recipe. I need to use up this stuffing. So I'm gonna put chicken stovetop casserole on the menu as well because that needs to get used up. And I have taco shells, so tacos, we could put that on the lunch menu. We love tacos. We go through a lot of tacos. Here's the beef broth for the stews. All right, we're good to go. The chicken salsa, the one with the mushroom soup and the salsa, sounded so interesting. They said you could eat it like a burrito. So I do have some chicken tortillas that are, yeah, chicken tortillas. Oh my gosh. I do have some flour tortillas that we could use. We could use this for our shrimp tacos. So I'm ready for shrimp tacos. And if we decide off a whim we want our chicken enchiladas, because we love those all the time, because I have the big bag of Mexican cheese. I have in there the green enchilada sauce and all that Mexican cheese. the flour tortillas, so we could do that as well. We're ready to go for meals this next few weeks. So for tonight's dinner, I'm gonna make some country style ribs, but I'm gonna cook these in the oven. They're gonna take about 4 hours at 255 degrees. They're supposed to fall apart and be yummy. I found a recipe with this rub on YouTube and it just looks so good. So let me share with you what this is and how I put it together. The seasonings you'll need for the rub are some chili powder, onion powder, black pepper, garlic powder, ground cumin, cayenne pepper, paprika, and some brown sugar. I'm gonna need 1/2 cup of garlic powder. This is something I always have on hand here at the house. I'm excited to try this rub. 1/4 cup of the black pepper, a tablespoon of the cayenne pepper, a tablespoon of the onion powder, 2 tablespoons of ground cumin, 1 tablespoon of paprika, and 1/2 tablespoon of the chili powder, and 1/2 cup of brown sugar. And I'll give this a good mix. All right, that looks good, smells good. So let's add this to the ribs. I'm gonna put some aluminum foil down at the bottom. Put the ribs down and then we'll start rubbing the rub on them. I'm just gonna put the rub on it and then rub it in. You're not gonna use all this rub on them, obviously, but he said do it generously, so that's what I'm gonna do. He uses about 1/2 cup on the ribs. I could have used a little more, but it's fine. It'll be flavorful. So what I'm gonna do is wrap this in aluminum foil on the top, really, really tight, and it's gonna bake for 2 hours in a 250 degree oven, and then we'll drain it after that, get some of that fat off, and then flip them and put them in the oven for another 2 hours. Ooh, yeah, look at that. Let's get some of that fat off of there. If you want to put more rub, go right ahead. And this will work its magic for another 2 hours. So now I'm going to make a rice pilaf. I've shown this over the years. Tonight I'm going to make it very plain. I'm going to add some shortening to my pan and 1/2 tablespoon of butter. And what we're gonna do with that is melt it down and we're going to brown our orzo in there. And orzo is pasta that looks like rice, basically. And you'll need 1/2 cup of orzo. I'm gonna brown this up. And at this point, I'm like chopping up some finely chopped onion, celery, mushrooms that I put in here. But tonight, I'm just gonna do a plain one. It's toasted. So, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add 2.5 cups of chicken broth or stock. And then I'm gonna add some rice. I'm gonna add 1 cup of jasmine rice. Also gonna add some garlic powder and onion powder, a little bit of salt, and black pepper. I am going to put a cover on it and let it simmer for about 20 minutes. There is that pilaf. Look at that. Oh, it's so fluffy, so so good. Yum. Then here are the ribs cooked after 4 hours. Just breaks apart. Look at that. Oh, so good. And then just a green salad with a salad topper with craisins and seeds and nuts. There you have it. Rice pilaf with the ribs. And if you want a little tang, just add some barbecue sauce. The ribs are really, really good. Easy dinner, lots of flavor that your family will love. All right, friends, thank you so much for joining me today. I hope this motivated you to meal plan. And if you got the She's in Her Apron planner, I hope that the section on meal planning and shop your shelves really motivated you. It'll really help you keep track of what you have on your shelves and in your fridge and freezer, so you can use up those items and nothing goes to waste. And don't forget to check out Brittany's channel. You're gonna love her and you're gonna love her tips. She's awesome. All right, friends, thanks again, and we will see you soon. Bye.